What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here from the MillennialMotivationEntrepreneur.com, coming back to you all with another video. This is kind of different, I know, because I've been talking so much about just becoming debt-free and all that, but this goes hand in hand when I always talk about financial freedom and just breaking away from the job that you hate. 90% of people or more hate their day-to-day job. And I'm just always interested and fascinated by just ways to break through and just find ways of passive income and just different types of income at the end of the day to help us achieve that dream of just retiring from corporate America or whatever type of job you might have, just being able to depend on yourself and all that good stuff. So if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, but I'll go ahead and jump right into what I'm going to talk about here, which is just stocks that I'm watching out for today. Today is March the 1st. So it's been a few days now, roughly, about 4 days since the whole Kylie Jenner thing happened. Obviously, you can see I have Snapchat's thing pulled up, and obviously it dropped off quite a bit. The lowest point it got to is 1631. And now, if you know anything about me, you know that, like I said, I wasn't going to invest anything until I got out of debt. And what I meant by that was for retirement. Now with investing, what I did is apparently I had $20 in my Robinhood account that I didn't know about. If you don't know what Robinhood is, it's a commission-free trading platform. They don't have a website yet, but they do have an app that is pretty handy. The catch to it is when you trade, you don't get to use the funds from those trades for 3 days or something, it sounds like. But I mean, it's free commission. As long as you have a cash account, which means the money's available right then, you can day trade pretty much until you run out of that money, essentially. So I mean, it's a really cool app, and if you aren't quite if you're new to investing, I don't suggest you use money whatsoever. I've been just fascinated by investing in charts since I was 14 years old, 15 years old. But I even still did this when I first started thinking about actively investing, swing trading, day trading, all that. I used simulators, paper trading accounts with TD Ameritrade is what this one is through. This is not paper trading. This is actually active, but it does even say right here these are partially delayed, which is why the numbers are slightly different from my Robinhood. I tend to see that Robinhood is a little bit more up to date than the actual TD Ameritrade, but that might just be because my internet connection, who knows. But anyways, so definitely consider doing paper trading. If you all want to hear more about that, there will be videos to come on that for sure. I'll just make a playlist for each type of investing: swing trading, day trading, paper trading, the simulators, how to set up your stuff, all that good stuff soon to come. But what I wanted to talk about Snapchat is just how it's hit this low point, and now it seems to have a little resistance here, roughly around $17. The last bump it had was around 1777, and there was another one here roughly around 1794, and obviously its high point was around 1880 before it hit that drop, assuming because of that Kylie Jenner stuff, where I guess she dissed Snapchat a little bit, so it kind of hurt them slightly. But as you can see, I set an alarm for myself. I actually did this this morning, because I saw it when it was right here around 1770. And I was like, well, I seen this one as well, and I'll go ahead and zoom in on it here for you all. I seen this, I think, let me check my day on that. Yeah, I seen this first thing this morning around 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. And I seen this one previously, and I was like, well, it might get ready to take a dip. So I set myself an alarm for when it hit 1685. Sure enough, it did. It hit I thought it did. Might have just hit 1686. Either way, I've been keeping an eye on it. I don't know if my alarm went off for sure. But I went ahead and jumped in once it got back up to 1690. It reached 1699, I believe, or 17 even for a slight minute. It's currently back down to 1691. So, I mean, I've gained a penny. I only invested in one share just because I'm simply starting out, like I said, with $20, and I invested $50 last night. So I had $70 to go. Right now, I don't know if you guys can see the top there, I'm at 1780. So now 1782. So I'm really not doing too bad on the day. I'll get into what I'm invested in exactly right now. I'm in 5 different stocks right now. And I have 15 shares. The most I have is 15 shares in one. Those are penny stocks, not huge stocks or anything above $1 or $2 or anything. But like I said, I'll get into that here in a minute. But Snapchat is definitely one to be on the lookout for. I would definitely look at possibly let's go ahead and zoom in on today. So it's been currently trading under like the estimated, this blue line is pretty much what I like to call my estimate line, is like what pretty much it should be possibly trading at or above. It did for a little bit today, which is right around when I jumped in, which looks like I should have held off for a little bit longer, but it's currently been trading slightly underneath that. I feel like I got a sneeze. I've been getting sick lately. Whew, sorry about that. Hopefully it'll go away. Makes my voice sound different. But hopefully this will go ahead and trend up. If you just look at the past 5 days even. Let's just get it down to like the past 2 or 3. If it can just go back up to what it was at, which was at 17, let's just say 1760, and I invested at 1690, that would be a 70% profit, which isn't like huge profit or anything, but I mean, say you have 10 shares of Snapchat and you made 70 cents profit, that's $7. And I mean, it's not like, that's what I like to get at here. It's not hard work. It just takes research, knowing how to read a chart and read trends, know what these candles mean. I'm still in the process of learning exactly what the candles mean exactly. All I really know is that with like my estimate line, it has an actual name. I always forget the name of it. Like RMI or EMA. So I don't remember. I just call my estimate line. And I know that whenever it's under it, obviously it's not very good. So, I mean, whenever it's up, and then when it's down. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff, but I like to know everything. I'm just a technical guy like that. But yeah, so I mean, I would definitely suggest getting into Snapchat sometime by the end of the day or tomorrow, depending on, hopefully I can get this video up before the end of the market. It's currently 11 a.m. Central Time, which means it is 1:11 Eastern, so the markets will be closing in about 2.5 hours, so I'm going to try to get this up as soon as possible for you guys. But another one that you should definitely be on the lookout for that I just started getting interested in was JNUG. Now, I invested, 2 shares into JNUG. I invested in it kind of at a high point. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a high point. I invested in it at 12.85, if I remember right, 83 or 85. Before I zoom in, let's go ahead and just look at its general trend, just the last 20 days. So as you can see, it has a high point of around $16 generally. It's like right here, $16.35. And then it kind of just has a little bit of bumps along the way. And then I'm hoping this isn't like a new trend. I mean, even if it is, it's still a profit for where I invested. But even if it only hits 14, I mean, that's like a $2 profit. But anyways, let's get back to just today. With today, it did hit a low point of 12.08. I did not know about it at the time. I heard of the stock, but I didn't have it on my watch list. This is another thing you can set up. As you can see, I have my penny stocks here, my day or swing trades here. Potentials, at least. I'm not invested in all these at all. I wish, but I'm not. But it did get down to 12.08 around 8:38 this morning, so like right after the stock market opened up for the day. I really wish I'd known about that. I would have jumped in for sure, and I'd already made like an 80% profit. But what's done is done. I did get in it at 85, and it's currently at 76. See, it says 91 here, but that was as of 11:05, so it's 7 minutes behind, and right now it's at 12.76. So I mean, it seems to be hitting a resistance here around just the $13 mark. I'm hoping, let's go ahead and zoom in closer here on it. So I mean, it's been trading up above the estimate line, but recently it just started going lower, so the candles have been lower. So hopefully we can get this, hopefully it'll break through and hit 30. I believe once it hits above like 13.10, it'll go ahead and go right on back up. Let me go ahead and go out to 5 days. Hopefully it can get back up. Like I said, if it can even reach around 14, I mean, I'll be fine with that because I invested less than 13 in it. So, I mean, it's like almost a $2 profit, around a $1.20-ish profit. So, I mean, that's what, 10% profit off of, well, a little bit under, about 10%. Let's just say, no, that wouldn't be 10%. That'd be about 8% profit. That's it at the end of the day. Like, as long as you can do above, if you can do positive, you're doing what a lot of people cannot do because people just get so involved in their feelings. Like me, I could be freaking out right now. Oh my God, I've lost 20 cents on JNUG. I could like go ahead and quick sell it and then lose money. But no, I look at the charts. I see that let's look even back to the last, let's say 180 days. So it's been at 26 in the last 180 days. It's constantly hit here's it around 19 to 20. Here's it around 19. Here's it around 19 to 20. Here's it around 20. And I mean, yeah, it's been kind of trending down the last 180 days. But look, it hasn't gone any lower than about 11 to 12 bucks. So I'm catching it at a low point still. If it even reaches back up here, let's say it only reaches here at $15, $16. That would be a $4 profit per share, which is $8 off of a about $25 investment. That's not bad, guys. I mean, if you can do anything above 4%, you're going to do really good investing in the stock market. It's not rocket science at the end of the day. I mean, for some people it might be, but all you have to do is know how to read these charts, know whenever it's in a dip. Look up, possibly you might want to look up news, like TD Ameritrade's really good about like letting you know, like this JAG here. You can see, well, I'll have to actually click on it apparently. Let's go ahead and look at JAG. I haven't actually even looked at it today. I might consider investing in it now that I'm looking at it. But let's see. So it had, see, like you can see the earnings calls and all that. Its earning was 7 cents higher than what they actual. Or was it higher or was it lower? It doesn't say. It just says 7 cents was the actual. So I don't know. They're pretty good about like letting you know when these calls are, like when just big news events essentially are happening that could really swing the trade one way or another. Something obviously happened between, let's see, when was this? The 2nd of January and the 9th. So within a month, a lot happened with this stock. Be interesting to see. I'm definitely watching it for sure. It's JAG. If you're new, definitely consider watching out for that one. And another thing to do, this is what I've been doing because I've been learning the last few weeks from guys in the TechBud Solutions Facebook group, and they have a bunch of YouTube channels too. I'll go ahead and shout out the one I've watched the most. His name's Ricky Gutierrez. He lives in Arizona, and he's only about 21 years old himself. But I mean, he's like I'm assuming he's at least a millionaire just because. You can just tell, obviously, people are millionaires and whatnot. He has like 4 paid-for homes and all this good stuff. Now, obviously, there'll be people who think that stuff's fakes. It's on YouTube, but whatever. Point being, I've been watching him a lot recently, and he'll tell you straight up the stocks that he's in, what he's avoiding, all that good stuff. And like what I do, I've done this at work. At work, we have these little notepads that we have to like write notes on of stuff we did so we can put it in a log at the end of the day. I've been like just literally writing down abbreviations of stocks. That way I can go and look at them myself when I get home, because obviously the videos are older, some as much as like a year old, so who knows how it is today compared to then. But I mean, if it did good at one point, who's to say it's not going to do good later? So I mean, it's just doing research, constant research, educating yourself. And if you're not, like he always even says, if you're not comfortable with like looking at this one, then don't invest in it. If you don't like know what you're looking at or believe in it, or you just, I mean, just flat out, if you don't feel comfortable with it, don't do it. There's thousands of stocks you can choose to invest in. I mean, there's literally a place for everyone when it comes to investing. That's why I just love the stock market. You don't have to start with like thousands of dollars. Obviously, the more you have, the quicker you're going to see like great results. But I mean, if you can start with like $50, like I said, I'm only starting with $70. I mean, I already had 20 apparently, and then I invested 50. So I'm starting with $70, and right now I'm currently at 70.66 after just, this is like my first full day. So I mean, it's not rocket science. It's just a matter of knowing when to hold out, knowing when to buy, knowing when to sell, knowing how to read charts, and stay away from the news. The news will scare you into into selling 9 times out of 10 when you can actually be making a lot of money. So, I mean, it's just a few tips for you guys. One more that I will show you guys before ending this video, just because I'm kind of in love with this stock right now. Which one is it again? Acre. Acre is a really good one right now. Getting a lot of hype. It hit a low point of 12 cents. So if you got in back in around Christmas time, around the 12-cent mark, it hung around 12 to 20 cents for a long time. If you would have got in it then, oh man, you'd been cashing out now. And even in a later future, because some people are seeing this going as high as $4. Now, do I see that? Probably not personally, but what did intrigue me about people saying that is, let's look back a year ago. A year ago, it did hit $3 for a very short period of time. It's kind of been trending down since, but it is trending back up. And a lot of people are saying that it's going to at least hit $1 plus. I invested in it this morning. I'll go ahead and click back to just 5 days. I saw it whenever it was around 88 cents, and I watched it slide down. I bought in originally around 75 cents, thinking that this was kind of a resistance point, just as a noob. I didn't really pay attention to this crap, really. And sure enough, it kept sliding down. It slid all the way down to like 62 cents. So I bought in a little bit more. And then this morning, I went ahead and bought in also at 70 cents at what, like 9:15 or something like that. Yeah, 9:20 a.m. I invested 70 more cents. And it's finally starting to curve back up. I'm thinking that, what is it at right now? Right now, it is at flat 70 cents a share. So, I mean, I'm literally pretty much right where I started. But it's been as high today. Let's see where it was at one point. It has reached... Actually, I'll show you all on here. Duh. Let's go ahead and zoom in just right here. It has reached a point of 80 cents. Yeah, it was 80 cents. It hit 80 cents this morning at 8:25 a.m. So, I mean, with these penny stocks, they swing a lot. So, I mean, if you would have got in yesterday before the market closed around 2:30 when it was at 60 cents and then you sold it for 80, you would have had 20-cent profit. On an 80-cent investment, that's what, like 25% return? That is crazy, guys. So just think, if you would have had just 10 shares of it at 60 cents and then sold it at 80, so you had a $6 investment, and then you turn that into just 8. I mean, I know it's not huge money. $8, that's $2 profit. Now imagine if you did that times 100. So you got in at 60 cents, so $60, and you turned $60 into 80. That's 20 bucks profit. So, I mean, you can see how this stuff can really start compounding in your favor, especially when you can find those little monsters that go from just a very low point to boom, just a quick little 20% burst. I mean, if you can find one good little guy like that a day, I mean, you will be sitting nice come a year from now. I guarantee you guys, those who are starting with $100, there's actually a guy in the TechBud Solutions group on Facebook. He started with $100 on Robinhood last month, and today, or yesterday, I think it was like a day or two ago, he was sitting at $261. So he literally made $161 profit his first month. So, I mean, if that stuff just doesn't motivate you to go out and learn, invest in yourself and learn, I don't know what will. But I'll go ahead and end this video there. I know we're getting long. I know it's been at least like 15, 20 minutes now. And I need to go get my computer charger, it looks like. So, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Like I said, you can look forward to a lot more like stock kind of oriented videos in the future, tutorials and stocks I'm looking out for and so on. If you did like the video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing below, or I'll try to remember to put it somewhere up in one of these corners. And if you do subscribe, definitely make sure to hit that little subscribe bell icon. That way you'll know when I go live. I plan on going live a lot more, especially when I can actually day trade. Not like when I'm at my job, obviously, but like right now, I plan on like going live, doing these videos live, just so you all can literally hop in. Just give you all that much more of an advantage. I mean, if you can see this video while it's like live, then you can make the trades and make money like I'm making money. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, hopefully you do subscribe, hopefully you do like it, and hopefully you do go and act on this. But until next time, guys, let's keep on making money this year, and let's break free.